The village of Cold Spire sat in the shadow of the moors, where the wind howled like a mourning widow, and the trees whispered secrets to those who dared to listen. The people spoke in hushed voices of an ancient figure, a spectral being who roamed the outskirts of their land, the Bone Harvester. It was said that on nights when the moon was swallowed by clouds, he would emerge from the mist, his skeletal frame draped in tattered robes, his fingers like gnarled roots grasping at the earth. He did not seek the living, only the remains of the dead, which he carried away to an unknown fate. Alastair, a young gravedigger of Cold Spire, had heard the legends since childhood. Yet he never feared the Harvester, believing it to be nothing more than a tale meant to keep children from wandering too far at night. That belief crumbled when he saw the creature with his own eyes. One fateful evening, Alastair was finishing his work at the village cemetery when a heavy fog rolled in, thick as wool. The air turned frigid, his breath visible in the dim lantern light. Then came the sound, a rhythmic clattering, like bones knocking together in the wind. He turned, heart hammering in his chest, and saw a figure emerging from the mist. The Bone Harvester stood at the edge of the graveyard, its skeletal hand resting on a crooked staff, its hollow eye sockets fixed upon him. Alastair wanted to run, but his feet remained rooted to the earth. The Harvester moved with eerie grace, stepping toward an unmarked grave. With slow, deliberate movements, it reached down and pulled free a skull, cradling it as one might a lost treasure. A whisper, too soft to be understood, slipped from its unseen lips before it turned and melted into the fog once more. The next morning, Alastair returned to the graveyard, finding the earth disturbed where the Harvester had stood. No sign of the skull remained, nor any footprints in the mud. Determined to uncover the truth, he sought out old Mareth, the village crone, who knew more of the Harvester than any living soul. She told him of an ancient pact, a curse placed upon Cold Spire long ago. The Harvester was once a man, a healer who defied death itself, binding souls to their bones in a desperate attempt to save them. But such defiance came at a cost. The gods cursed him to wander the land, gathering the remains of the forgotten, ensuring the dead found rest at last. That night, Alastair stood at the cemetery's edge, lantern in hand, waiting. The fog returned, the cold deepened, and once more, the Harvester appeared. This time, Alastair did not flee. He spoke. "Why do you take them?" he asked, voice barely above a whisper. The Harvester paused, then raised a bony finger to the night sky. "They are lost," it murmured, "and I must return them." Before Alastair could ask more, the fog thickened, swallowing the figure whole. In the years that followed, Alastair watched, learning the patterns of the Bone Harvester. The lost bones it claimed were never seen again, but no soul in Cold Spire ever lingered, no restless spirit ever roamed. And in time, Alastair no longer feared the spectre in the mist, for he understood now. The Harvester did not bring death. It brought peace,